adopted as a baby. My birth mother had me when she was just 23 years old. She was not ready to have kids, didn't feel that she could take care of me well, and so she decided she wanted to give another family that couldn't have kids the opportunity to have a child. So she put me up for adoption and chose my parents, my mom and dad, to take me home from the hospital and bring me home as their daughter. And it's because of that incredibly courageous decision that my birth mother made that I have had the life that I've had, that I am who I am today, and that I got a really beautiful upbringing. I very much grew up with a mom and a dad and aunts and uncles and cousins that are as close to me as anyone could be to their blood family. But as with many adopted kids, means that I grew up the vast majority of my life never knowing a single person who's blood related to me. Growing up, I had just one photo of my birth mother and her name on the adoption papers, but I was so little when I found out. I just wanted to see the photo and know her name, and I had no information about my birth father. My birth mother didn't even know who it was, so I had no name, no information, nothing. 10 years ago, I actually was able to find my birth mother through Facebook, and I connected with her, and it was beautiful. We met, and for the first time I was able to see elements of myself reflected in someone else, someone who shared personality traits and just so many similarities, because 50% of our DNA is the same. So it was just a really cool, beautiful experience. And as soon as I met her, I hoped and dreamed of potentially one day being able to somehow meet my birth father. And more recently, now that DNA testing exists and there's things like 23andMe and Ancestry where you can just spit in a tube, send it off to a lab, and in a few weeks you suddenly have all this information and are connected to hundreds if not thousands of DNA connected relatives. So as soon as I learned about this stuff, I sent my DNA off everywhere. Ancestry, 23andMe, did all the DNA kits, just hoping that maybe I would find a match that would lead me to my birth father. A little over a month ago, a match came up for a first cousin, and I realized, holy cow, one of his uncles is my birth father. And I spent like 5 hours that night just deep stalking the internet, delving into Facebook and family photos and family tree information online. And yeah, like 5 hours later, I landed on the Facebook page, looking at the photo and seeing elements of the personality and writing and photos from who I thought was probably my birth father. So I immediately wrote a letter and I sent it a couple hours later and sat back and crossed my fingers that it would be received, that he would read it, wouldn't totally freak him out, and that he would respond. And the next day I got a phone call from Southern California. I saw the number pop up on my phone and I was like, holy, what? Like, that's him. I took a deep breath, answered the phone, and we exchanged our first words ever in 31 years. He was really kind and sweet, said he'd try and help me however he could, and we ended up having like a 5-hour conversation. I think the emotion of this is starting to hit me, and with travel and so much just like being in the car, listening to music and sitting in the airplane and just having time to reflect and really think about what is happening today and what's happening right now is a lot. It's making me feel really emotional and excited and grateful. To have something like this unfold is really cool and awesome, and I can't even believe it.
What's going on? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for?